there, educators and school administrators. Managing the finances of a public school can be complex, but it's essential for keeping your school running smoothly. In today's video, we'll break down the key principles of public school accounting, from understanding revenue recognition to managing expenses. Whether you're new to school finance or looking for a refresher, this guide is for you. Let's dive in. First things first, let's talk about the fundamental principles that guide public school accounting. Generally accepted accounting principles, or GAAP. These are the gold standard for accounting practices. Key principles include consistency, prudence, and transparency, ensuring that financial reporting is accurate and comparable across periods. The GASB oversees the accounting standards specifically for public entities, including schools. Keeping up with their updates ensures your school's financial practices remain compliant and top-notch. Here's a tip. Always adhere to GAAP principles in your financial reporting to maintain transparency and accuracy. Next, let's discuss how public schools recognize and report revenue. Public schools typically receive funding from state and federal governments, local taxes, and sometimes through fundraisers or fees for services like transportation and meal plans. Most public schools use accrual-based accounting, meaning revenue is recognized when it's earned, not necessarily when the cash is received. This helps in accurately matching revenue with related expenses. For example, if your school rents out facilities, the revenue is recognized once the service is provided, not when the payment is received. Now, let's move on to managing expenses, one of the biggest parts of school finance. The majority of a school's budget goes towards salaries and benefits, but other expenses include contracted services, supplies, and facility maintenance. Creating a detailed budget is essential. Track expenses throughout the year and compare them to your budget to ensure you're on track. Be ready to adjust as necessary based on unexpected costs or changes in revenue. Prioritize essential expenses and build a buffer into your budget to handle unexpected costs. Let's talk about the importance of financial reporting and staying compliant with regulations. Schools are required to prepare regular financial statements, including income statements, balance sheets, and cash flow statements. These reports help track the school's financial health and ensure transparency. Public schools typically undergo annual financial audits to ensure their financial practices are in line with GAAP and other regulations. The results are often compiled into a comprehensive annual financial report, which may be available to the public. Use these audits as an opportunity to improve your financial practices and increase transparency with your community. Finally, let's look at how to effectively prepare a budget for your public school. Start by reviewing financial data from previous years. This helps set realistic expectations for revenue and expenses. Plan your budget by prioritizing essential expenses like salaries, utilities, and maintenance. Allocate remaining funds for secondary priorities like extracurricular activities or facility upgrades. Consider using financial management software to streamline budgeting, tracking, and reporting processes. This can save time and reduce errors.